That majority budget that was passed in 1997 ruined the tenor. From there on in, that session was totally ruined. And it will always be a black mark in the state of Maine. And that same confrontational politics continues to this day. And I tie it back to that majority budget that was passed in 1997 under the hand of Mike Michaud as the chair of the Appropriations Committee. When I watch these commercials talking about Mike Michaud's bipartisanship and reaching across the aisle, knowing it's patently false. It never happened. He was mentored by John Martin, the wicked king of Eagle Lake. And that's where Mike Michaud learned his politics.
And it has just been sad, because what started out to be a very pleasant experience, I think, has always hung over us.
You know, where he says he reached across the aisle, and it's absolutely not true.
And it's worth noting, in case you confront in further research revisionist history on this point, that Mike Michaud on the floor of the Senate at the time, during the budget debate, said the Republicans were not obstructionists in this process at all. It was a turning point in our state's political history, as Joe Bruno said. And it hangs over us to this day.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was a frustration of him running these ads of saying how he reaches across the aisle and brings people together, when it was absolutely not true in my 10 years in the legislature. And I worked with Mike 8 out of those 10 years. I watched him in action. Nice guy. We got along just fine. But he never approached the Republicans and said, can we work on this bill together? That wasn't Mike's style.
I think for me this was a defining point in leadership. You know, what kind of character of a leader is a person when they're confronted with people who are in their own party that are asking them to do something which they shouldn't be doing.
There was absolutely no need of this. I guess that's really the bottom line. But I mean, and what it did for me personally is just left a real sadness about the whole process. I just think he ought to be willing to take responsibility for those things that he participated in. And I don't know whether he invented it or but he certainly had the ability to stop it.